A violin string. Here are some words from Theophan the Recluse from the 19th century, talking about the body in meditation. He says, "Be like a violin string, tuned to a precise note, without slackness or supertension, the body erect, shoulders back, carriage of the head easy." So he's describing a very good way to sit in meditation. And I think it's very helpful to hear from someone about the body in prayer. Meditation is a very complete way of prayer, a very whole way of prayer, where we bring our whole person to God. In most of our other sorts of prayer within Christianity, we come to God with part of ourself. So sometimes we come with our desires and our needs, our petitions and intercessions. Sometimes we come with our thinking and reflecting, thinking about God, what God is, thinking about the life of Jesus, reflecting on the scriptures or on spiritual texts, reflecting on our own life, examining our own life. Sometimes we bring our bodies, so we may make the sign of the cross, or we may kneel or stand in worship, or we may use our body in sacred dance. Sometimes we use our imagination in particular. Sometimes we make acts of the will or set ourselves to particular intentions. But in meditation, we bring all of those human faculties together into a point of stillness, very like the stillness that there is at the centre of a moving wheel, where all the energies are resolved into this single point of stillness. But it's not a dead stillness, it's a very alive and alert stillness, an energetic stillness that we come into. And because as a human person we are a unity, and each part of us affects every other part of us, we are very wise, I think, to attend first of all, when we come to meditation, to stillness of the body. And that's what Theophan is speaking to us about. He says, "Be like a violin string, tuned to a precise note." So we're coming to do something in particular. We're coming to focus on our word, on our mantra, very clearly and precisely, albeit gently and lovingly. So we should bring our body to the help of that. So whether we're sitting on a chair or on a prayer stool or on the floor, the advice is to sit with the body, with the spine in particular, upright but not stiff. And that sets the whole of the body into a good posture, if we have that at the focus of it. And in that way we can help the body to become both relaxed and alert, without slackness or supertension, as Theophan puts it. Tuned, well tuned. Relaxed because we're coming into the presence of unconditional love. So we're not trying to be anything or do anything, we're simply being in love, relaxed. But we don't want to fall asleep in that presence. We want to be awake and receptive to it. So we want the body to be both relaxed and alert. So we can sit, if we're on a chair, with our feet flat on the floor and our hands in some way comfortably in our lap with nothing tangled up. And begin to allow ourselves to relax. You might begin with bringing your attention to the crown of your head and just feel the weight of your head on your shoulders and let it just sit on your shoulders. Allow any tensions, any furrows in your brow to smooth out. Allow the corners of your eyes to drop down, your cheeks to melt away, and the corners of your mouth. to drop down to. And then bring your attention to your shoulders and let them just sit on top of your body. You don't have to be holding them up. And then let the whole of the upper part of your body just drop down from your shoulders, drop down to the seat of the chair or the stool or the floor if you're sitting on the floor. Trust the chair to take your weight. Feel the heavy muscles in your thighs. Let them drop down. They don't need to do anything just now. And let your legs just hang down from your knees and drop to the floor. And if it helps, then bring your awareness to your breath. For many people, this is the easiest way to begin to relax, to come out of the head into the heart. So bring your attention to your breath. Be aware of the breath flowing in and the breath flowing out. You're not trying to alter your breath, you're simply observing it. The breath flowing in and the breath flowing out. The breath flowing in and the breath flowing out. But it may well be that that simple giving of attention to your breath will in fact help your breath to smooth out and to drop a little more deeply into your body. But you're not trying to make that happen. And as John Main says, meditation is to the spirit what the breath is to the body. Without the breath flowing in your body, you have no physical life. And it's in the practice of meditation that we bring life, or allow life to be given into our spirit and to infuse our whole being. So now you're ready to take up your word, your mantra, to begin to say it inside of yourself, listening to the sound of it as you say it, giving it your attention, but without strain. And every time your attention has wandered off, and you recognize that your attention has wandered off, bring your attention back to the sound of the word.